It's 8 o'clock, the sky's on fire. Whiskey clouds and a telephone wire. The road is calling, gravel and dust. The wheels don't stop, they just learn to trust. 8 o'clock and I'm still here, chasing ghosts and drowning fear. The night won't wait, it's burning hot. Everything changes at 8 o'clock. The moon's a blade, it cuts the night, sliding sharp in the neon light. The stars don't care, they just stand still, while I'm out here chasing the thrill. 8 o'clock and I'm still here, chasing ghosts and drowning fear. The night won't wait, it's burning hot. Everything changes at 8 o'clock. I can hear the slide guitar sing. It cries like the wind through a broken wing. The harmony's tight, but my heart's unstrung. Every mile I drive, I'm coming undone. 8 o'clock is a dangerous time, where sins are whispered in the back of my mind. The night holds secrets in her velvet hand, and I'm just a shadow in this lawless land.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the dark side of the podcast. Thank you. Podcast, your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We're telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. Joining me, as always, the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the person who's busy writing something down. Belle, how are you doing tonight, Belle?
You know, again, it's been a busy day, but it's been a good day. How about yourself, Scott?
Oh, exactly right. I'm like smoked. I've been on the phone, on chats, testing, just going absolutely nuts today. And that's kind of been the problem that me and Belle have been running into, because we're out of town like every other week. So when we come back, we have like 2 weeks of work that we have to get done in like 3 or 4 days so that we can get set up for the next run. And yeah, it's just wears you down a little bit. But if it was easy, everybody would do it. I guess that's kind of where I'm going to be leaving that there. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So we do have some pretty good Sigea announcements, and I'm seeing that it's just basically the Sigea team is on this live stream right now. So we can go ahead and discuss some of this. So we're expecting to be releasing tomorrow. Now, this is effectively going to be the very final release. This is the last one, and this is the one we're going to be going live with. It's going to be on my phone and Bell's phone and Jason's and my Android before we actually release it. We're going to do our last little bit of internal testing. Assuming all goes well, then we're going to go ahead and push it out. Now, this will be the version that is going into the App Store. There's still lots of different things I want this app to do, but we're getting feature crept, and we can't keep doing it. We can't keep pushing off so that we can get more and more features in. All right, that's what updates are for. We've decided, the board decided, everybody decided, and we're going to go ahead and be rolling that one out. Obviously, we're going to let it test a little bit with all of our testers as opposed to just us internally, because your average what did John call me this morning? Look at it like a neophyte. Is that what he said? He said
Yeah,
something like
he told you to knock it off and start looking at things like a neophyte.
And see, that's really, really difficult for me to do, because I mean, we were there when we came up with the idea. So needless to say, we've been part of this project, from idea, hey, wouldn't this be cool, to inception, to trial failure, over and over and over before we got to this point. So it's a little tough for me to separate myself from it. And I can excuse things that may or may not be functioning correctly because I know how to work around them. And so I do understand, and he is our partner, so I do understand what he means by that when he says look at it like a neophyte. It's just kind of hard for me to step back from that. Same with Bell. Jason is a pretty thorough tester. He's brutally honest too, man. You gotta soften it, bro. All right, because when you're dropping those that feedback on me, it's like you're saying you mess this up. It's cool, man. Look, I'll get over it. But yeah, we have to put it out in the hands of a whole bunch of people before we actually start charging people for it, and that's it. So we expect this to be coming onto the store very, very shortly. That's our distribution mechanism. It's a hell of a lot easier just to say go to the store, link to whatever. Because, again, the irony of that, Bell, is not lost on me. The irony being that people don't trust an app unless the biggest violators of your privacy and sovereignty give it the thumbs up. I don't even have a metaphor for that. But unless Google and Apple says, sure, you can use the app, people don't trust it, which is amazing to me, because these are the people that have been just raking you guys over the coals for years. Since their inception, they've been, had their fingers, tendrils in every little bit of your data and every little bit of your everything. So the irony's not lost on me, but it is what it is. We need them. We're not in the education business anymore. We've tried, we've gone down that road, and we're just simply not in the education business anymore. Now we're in the distribution business. If you want it, here it is. If I really have to explain all of the nuance of that app, it's pretty well lost anyway. So I'm not going to get you as a customer. We were actually talking about this earlier. And I'm making a guess here. It's probably ballpark that there's about 8 billion people on this planet, give or take. All right, give or take 500 million one way or the other. But I'm going to make a guess and say that there's maybe 8 billion people on this planet. This app is not built for 8 billion people. Not that we couldn't service 8 billion people. We certainly could. It's just about scale. But it's not built for 8 billion people, because we will never get 8 billion people interested in this. I want to think that we have built this and designed it for 8 million people, which is approximately 1% of the world's population, that are at least consciously aware of the value of their own data and wish to protect it. That's who we built for, because I'm one of that 1%. Bell's one of that 1%. Jason's that 1%. Braden is he's about half the percent. He ain't there yet. He'll get there, because he hasn't been, he hasn't had all of his data just dumped all over the internet, and where he's getting 900 phone calls every single day. That hadn't happened to him yet. When it does, he's going to be one of our
He's a young one.
Yeah.
So he has reason.
Yeah. But he will. And that's kind of our mindset, is you're never going to get everybody. You're never going to make everybody happy, but we have to try to please the 1%. And we did that with back end and functionality. The rest of it, it'll get there. That's what updates are for. We want to make it more fun. We can do that. We want to put in more features. We can do that. But none of that's going to matter until we can distribute effectively. And with us having to go through, send us an email, let us verify this, and this, it's just never going to be as effective as saying, here's the link to the store. So that's why we made the decision. I think it is as close to 100% ready as we can get it, but nothing will ever be 100%. So we had the discussion, we made the call, we're going on the store, and then that's it. Just a lot easier to distribute. And plus, it's a lot easier to fix things when you get an awful lot of people saying the same thing. That means feedback, lots and lots of feedback. You know, fortunately for us, we're so damn cheap. We're so damn inexpensive that we fully expect to get a lot of people that will simply pay to have it on their phone as an option, because $2 a month for 50 gigabytes, well, that's not a lot of money. $2 a month is not a lot of money for a subscription service at all. And with the amount of value that you can get out of that $2, we think it sells itself. So, yeah, that's it. We made it and we're pushing it out. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the referral program. I know we don't really have too many people on here tonight, but our referral program is in place. And I know when we first started this, we were going to launch a token. That's what we were going to do. We said, you know, we're a Web3 app. We can utilize a token, but not for the reason that you think. And this is kind of where I like to think where we're a little bit different. Typically, the whole idea behind you launching a token is that you give me your money, I give you my digital asset, and you hope that that digital asset goes up. That's crypto. I mean, Christ, look at Filecoin right now. What changed over the last 2 days that suddenly this thing went to a 4.5? Pull up Filecoin, Bell. Could you pull up on CoinGecko? Tell me what the price is right now. But what fundamentally changed it? Nothing. Nothing fundamentally changed yet. Token go up, therefore product good, therefore Filecoin. We literally looked into Filecoin. We cannot utilize it with our app. We cannot utilize Filecoin because we can't get your files back, because it takes days to get back large files, and no consumer is going to sit there on their mobile app and say download and wait days and days and days for it to come back. It's simply not going to happen. It's not consumer ready. Now, it's an excellent token, because that's basically what it is. But the idea behind that is that because we were going to push so much of the app revenue into the token, that we expected organic growth on the token, meaning that by the time we catch up to the future, that we've pushed more value into it than we've extracted from it. Therefore, anybody holding said Sigea token is going to be in the plus. We were going to get there through growth with an app that people pay to use. So that was kind of our idea at the beginning. And it would have really, really, really helped our distribution if people would have been rewarded with cash, in this case, digital assets, as opposed to what we end up doing now, and what we're going to be offering you guys is free storage. So for every person that you recommend the app to, that uses your Sigea user ID. Everything out here is tied to your Sigea user ID, so please keep that in mind. But anybody who puts your Sigea user ID in the reference block, referred by block, you get 20 gigabytes of data for free. As long as they stay a Sigea customer, you get the 20 gigabytes for free for as long as they're in there. We never charge you for that. So assuming that most people have an inner circle of 3, 4, maybe 5 people that they're close to, we expect all of our early adopters to at least be running a minimum of 100 gigabytes and not paying us a dime for it. Everybody else is going to be paying us a dime, or the dimes for it. And again, we're cheap, so dimes and nickels is pretty accurate. But the idea behind that is the model's already been proven. Dropbox did it. That's how Dropbox launched, and that's how they got it. That's how they got 6,800% growth inside of their first 6 months for doing the same thing. Just because it's been done before successfully doesn't mean it can never again be done successfully. We're just taking what actually worked, and we're applying it over to a Web3 application. There's no need to invent every single wheel. So if you need to share a big file with a friend, a family member, anything, tell them, here's Sigea, here's the link, here's my Sigea user ID, put it in the referral code. That's it. They come up, they have the app, 2 gigabytes for free for life. We never charge anybody for 2 gigs or less. You're gonna have to look at ads, but they're you guys have been, anybody testing it knows that our ads are not terribly invasive. But that's it. They sign up, you get 20 gigs, man. They're just like that. And then you guys can swap movies, songs, big videos, whatever you want to do. The stuff you cannot do anywhere else, you can do here.
Just don't share the movies or songs that are not AI generated with us. Don't do that because yeah, that goes against our terms of service.
It does go against our terms of service, but here's kind of the interesting caveat on that terms of service. We have no idea what you're sharing. We have no idea, but you do got to click that you accepted it, that you understand that the onus is on you. But yeah, deep down, Bell, I don't even know. I can't even see your data. I can't see anybody's data. So I'll have no damn idea what you're sharing. But the interesting part is nobody else will either. So
I'm just saying don't share those with Scott and I, because then we've got your Sigea user ID at the very least, because you shared the file with us. If we don't know about it, it's okay.
I don't care what you share with me. Knock yourself out. I know we're going to get popped on this eventually anyway. So if I'm going to go down, I also want to go down for copyright laws. That'd be funny. That's the straw that broke the camel's back right there. Hey, you know what? They got Al Capone for tax evasion. So yeah, it's kind of funny how those little things just tend to add up. So I understand what you're saying there, Belle. And she's getting hit by Matthew all the time. Make sure you mention this. That's her lawyer. Make sure you mention this shit. So yeah, any of our early adopters, we don't expect you guys to ever pay us for Sigea storage. And there's no cap on it. There's no cap on referrals. All right. If you refer 500 people, you got 5 terabytes, man, or 10 terabytes. Knock yourself out. We don't care. It's a numbers game for us. So that is the other thing that you're going to be seeing in the new release. And yeah, we've put a lot of quality of life fixes into it. So we think it's ready. We'll test it personally tomorrow morning. And yeah, all's good. Then you guys are going to be getting an email here, upgrade your apps. And there you go. Jason and Belle will be handling the APK distribution. Belle's going to pin it up there in the Discord. Jason's going to make me a new QR code. And we'll be handling the APK or the Android distribution that way. So we have several different ways you can get the APK. That's it. Get up there, fire it up, test it, play around with it, have fun. Now, don't try to pay for it just yet. Just don't try to pay for it just yet. One more little thing we got to take care of. We're taking care of that next week. And then after that, even the pay rails are live. So if you want to pay and upgrade, consider it a live app at that point. So yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's been a lot of work, Bill. It's been a long time coming. A lot of work, blood, sweat, tears, sleepless nights, all the other stuff that comes in with just making a simple app. And yeah, we're coming to fruition now. So I'm incredibly excited, even if I don't care, even if it doesn't seem like I am. Probably because I'm drinking bad bourbon tonight. Our drink of choice tonight is called Very Old Barton. That's literally the name of it. It is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, bottled by Barton Distilling Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. I'll be damned. But it has a big red flag for me, and that big red flag is this right here. I tend to never, ever buy a bottle of booze if it's got a screw on top. This one is even lower class because it's a plastic screw on top. It's not even a metal screw on top. But for all of that, the taste isn't bad. The flavor isn't bad. None of it's not terrible. For the price, I would say that it's excellent. What did we pay for these, Bill? I don't remember. We stopped somewhere, and I bought them off a shelf. It was a convenience store. I don't remember which one.
It was one of the new Mavericks. Maverick bought out Come and Go here in the Midwest.
Oh, okay. So it was,
yeah.
I do all of my booze shopping at the Come and Go. So we're very, very excited. Very, very excited about that. But
there are a lot of horrible ways to refer to that gas station, by the way.
Yeah, but they got $18 bottles of bourbon, which for what it's worth, man, it's not terrible. All right, this bottle was $18. The color's not bad. You can see it's not the flavor's not bad, 90 proof. This bottle was $98, and it's all gone now. I would say that this $98 bottle is better than this $18 bottle. Is it 5 times better? No, it's not. It's not 5 times better. It's maybe twice as good, but it's not $90 better than that cheap shit that we got from Maverick. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. But it'll get me there, and that's all I'm trying to do tonight is just relax a little bit. And I am on about 30 hours of fasting. I haven't had calories inside of me for about 30 hours. So, and I'm probably going to go 2 or 3 days. I might go 72 hours on this one. I got the electrolytes in there. So it's not pickle juice, but I got the electrolytes, so at least I'm getting something. I might push that one out to $72 or 72 hours, see if I can make it without passing out again. I might try that. We'll see. It's not about.
If you feel like you're going to pass out, someone's gonna be yelling at you to drink the pickle juice.
You yell at me for everything. So okay, yes, I hear you. All right, Belle, did you pull up Filecoin? Did you pull that up on CoinGecko?
I did. I was waiting on you to take a break. It is up to $3.43 over the past 7 days, up 127.7%.
Okay, so again, big round of applause for Filecoin. But I have to ask you, aside from token go up, what fundamentally changed around Filecoin over the last week that made it go up by that massive percentage? Because this is a what's the market cap, Bell? It's sitting up there like $4.5 billion now, isn't it? That little token right there, Filecoin by itself is sitting there as more value than the entirety of the cosmos. Can you pull that up real quick?
Yeah, I can pull that back up. All right, so the market cap right now is at $2,403,577,477.
And how much trading volume over the last 24 hours?
24-hour trading volume, $3,893,327,724.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to illustrate. There's more trading volume on that single token than there was on basically the entirety of the cosmos, and that includes Atom. I don't know, even though Atom's up right now, so pull up Atom too, because obviously, credit where it's due. But what fundamentally changed about it? Nothing. And I'm literally sitting here as an app builder telling you that we cannot use this. We could not use Filecoin because it's impossible for us to get our files back at any kind of consumer speed. So it makes me question, what are you doing with it? It's been out there forever. I don't know a single person that actually uses Filecoin for anything. But for some reason, it's up 142% over the last couple of days based on pure speculation. Things got to change. That's what I'm getting at out of here, is that things simply have to change. Now, had we launched a token, the Sigea token, had we done that, you could have easily tracked the revenue to that token just by looking at our user metrics, just by seeing how many people do we have coming on the app, or up and to the right, all of that stuff, how much data are we storing, how many users are we acquiring, because we had a percentage that was set aside just to simply to buy back our own token. That means we're repaying you, because you gave us your money. We gave you a digital asset, but we have to repay you. That's the way it's supposed to work. It's not a gift. You're not giving us a gift. You are taking all the risk is on you. So with that, I have, a fiduciary responsibility to make sure that you're made whole plus some. But that would have been wildly different than what actually happens out here in crypto. Again, Filecoin is up. Nothing changed. Nothing fucking changed. It's still unusable. It's still something that we couldn't utilize in an app. It just doesn't work. It's slow. It may do what it says it does, and I believe that it does. I think they shard the file. I think they spread it all over the goddamn place. I think they pay all of their people, their storage hosts, with the token that they magically created. I believe all of that to be correct. But from a consumer standpoint, it is unusable, at least in my opinion. So while I appreciate that, just because price doesn't go up doesn't mean suddenly Sigea can use it as a storage layer. And I don't really care how high the price goes up. We could never, ever use it. Now, I'm not going to compare what we're doing to Filecoin. It has a 2 point what, $4 billion market cap. We would love to get to something like that, but we have to do it through traditional means, meaning that we have to go out and get customers. We have to compete. We have to be a better product than any other product that's out there for us to get that kind of hit and growth. We can't just simply whip up a token. It wouldn't work for us. So we're way past that. So part of the reason that we were going to do it just to prove to the entire crypto space that there is a better way than the way that we've been doing it this entire time. That was all of it for me, just to show everybody, rub my nose at them and say, this is the way you should be doing it. But the longer we were out here in this space and the more we were talking about Sigea and trying to get people interested, the more I realized that Web3 simply doesn't care. They don't care about a better way. They don't care about a business. They care about token go up, period. So it is a waste of our time and our effort and all the money and all the costs and all the additional risks that we take on ourselves to do something like that, to prove to some degens that we're right and they're wrong. Now I don't care. I don't care because we're launching and now it's way past it and I don't care. We do have tokens. They're called Jackal and they're called Akash. But that's kind of where we dropped it. That's where we decided. So we can't reward you guys with physical cash, but we can give you free storage. That's the referral program. Anyway, there is it. Belle, I'm going on and on here, and I feel like I haven't even scratched yet. Got any questions or comments or concerns?
All right, so Nago, does Sigea already store the files decentralized? I'll actually take this one.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Nago, the way Sigea works, we have servers that files are temporarily transferred to in order for them to be pushed to Jackal. With Jackal being down, the files are being held by those servers, but those are Akash servers. So they are being stored, even though temporarily, on blockchain. They are decentralized as of right now.
Yeah, and it's actually going to drive our costs to hell and gone because before New Type comes in and starts dropping his bombs, what happens if Jackal goes down? We always have to be prepared to handle overflow. So that means that we're going to have hundreds and hundreds of terabytes of data storage sitting there idling that we have to pay for that we're not utilizing. It is our, what would you call our doomsday scenario. If the worst should happen, we have to be in a position that we can still house all the data, that we can do it in 3 locations, the same way that Jackal's doing it. But we have to take all that cost on ourselves because this is what we promised. It's in our terms of service. It's part of our service level agreement. We promise that this is what's going to happen. So in the event that Jackal goes down, we have to simulate it. And our costs are going way up on this. It sucks, but it is what it is. You can't make a promise and then say, oops, because you can only go, oops, what, once, maybe twice, and then no one's going to use you again. So
yeah, we can't let files go missing from our network.
It'll
I mean, that
happen. So
that can't happen. That would end us.
That would end us. So yeah. So we're having to pay physically pay real money, not tokens, real money, folks, into having hundreds of terabytes of overflow data storage ready in the event that Jackal has another oopsie. We can't survive it. Jackal clearly can, but we cannot. So as long as we are still using them as our storage layer, we have to be able to back it up. Period. That's it. We can't wait to oops, we'll figure it out. There's none of that because the bulk of
this isn't a Britney Spears song. We can't do that.
No. And as the bulk of our customers are Web 2 customers, they don't understand what the hell we're talking about. Yeah, but our storage layer went down. What? You know, I mean, that's it. Yeah, it's Jackal. It's decentralized. It's really cool. They're not going to listen to that. They're going to hit cancel, and we'll never see them again. So, yeah, our costs went up. We had to plan for this just in case the absolute worst should happen. So the plan is there. The servers are there. We actually, it kind of sucks even more because we have to basically 5x any amount that we would expect to hold at any given time. We have to be able to hold 5 times more than that if there was a prolonged outage, it gives us time to spin up more servers. And Akash is great at that. They'll give us all the servers we want. As long as we give them money, they'll give us servers. Isn't that weird, Belle? Isn't that what a concept on there, huh?
It's awesome.
And I'm sure that they're going to love charging us full price for blinky lights that aren't even blinking right now because there's nothing on there. There's no data on there.
Hey, not right now. There is data on those servers right now because, again, with Jackal Protocol having issues, what else were we supposed to do with the files you guys were sending up?
Yeah, we had zero option in that. We had to take action. That was the action that they took. We've always been very, very transparent of all of this. Now, can we see the data? No, it's encrypted off your device, bro. Nag, it's encrypted off your device. If you've tested for us, I'm sure when you click a bunch of files and hit upload, you see that little encrypting thing going down. Your phone starts to heat up. If you're sending up a lot of them, me and Sith Lord actually experienced the vibration. I mean, I pushed up like 400 files at once in pictures, and I just hit send, and I put my phone on my desk, and it started rattling a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? And I picked it up, and it was warm. It was trying to encrypt everything at once with AES 256. So the phone was literally vibrating. I was like, oh my God, it's going to blow. I turned off the phone. We fixed that. We got that solved.
Well, with photos, yes, that's been solved. With videos, when you try and send up every last one of them you have on your phone, and some of those might be longer concert videos, one right after the other. Yeah, it still makes your phone pretty hot.
Yeah, it's going to get warm. If you're sending up 40, 50, 60 gigabytes at a single go from your mobile device, encryption is very resource intensive, and there's no way that we could have substituted anything except what is the best in industry standard, the best in the market. So we had to go with that. And while phones are very, very modern, chips are good, they can do a lot of stuff. AES 256, man, is resource intensive. So we're going to slam that phone. But I got to ask, how important is your privacy to you? That's it. That's my answer to all of this. And Jason, write that down when people start going, well, what's your thing? How important is your privacy to you, man? If it's very important, deal with it. All right, because we cannot bend the law of physics. And when you're hitting a chip real hard, the chip sucks more power, therefore generates more heat. And while I would love to be able to solve that little problem, we can't do it with the data storage app. So yeah, just be cool. We'll get better. We'll find a way to try to optimize it as we go. But if we try to solve this before we launch, we'll never launch because it could take a year to finally figure out how specifically do we have to chunk this data to pull it off. And yeah. I mean, there's no way. So I have no problem with it. I can send up. I have no problem with my phone heating up. I don't care about any of that stuff, so I'm going to send it. But do your own diligence and experiment with it. Experiment with it and find the threshold. When you find the threshold, as a matter of fact, let us know on the podcast Discord, the feedback channel. We'd love that information. You're making a funny face, Belle. What's going on?
Okay, so I just had a comment come up from Braden. Shame on you, sir. All right. He says, don't look at my wiener. Other than that, I don't care. Are you admitting to taking naughty pics and uploading them to Sigea? Because if that's the case, thank God they're encrypted.
Yeah. No, I can't see it, bro. I mean, you know what it comes up to when, because we can see that there's data going through the servers that we can see. You're a dev, dude. You're a back-end dev. You know what we see. But when you go to click on any of them, it just pops up and says it's corrupted. And it doesn't matter what kind of file it is. We handle all types of files, man. Anything that is object storage, we can handle object storage. But if you try to open it, it just comes up and says it's corrupted. And you know why?
Oh, and he's clarifying them, saying, I have not uploaded them yet. Dude, that means they're on the cloud.
That mean you understand this, Braden, right? Is that if they're on your phone, and I know you use an iOS, that Apple has them right now, right? You're aware that anything hits your phone storage, Apple...
Oh, no, he's on Android.
Google does the same damn thing. Anything that's on your phone Google has. If it hits your phone storage, Google has. So no, you're not hiding these from anybody, man. They're all out there. Now, be an adult about it when you're taking those kind of pics. Don't make sure your face isn't in it so you have a little bit of plausible deniability, but don't put your face in the picture, man. What the are you new? He is young, so maybe he is new at this, Bell. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing here.
There's a scene from Game of Thrones.
Oh, shame.
don't
Yeah,
have a
the
big
shame.
enough-
The shame, Bell. Yeah, man, don't do that.
I don't have the right kind of bell for that. Sorry.
It's actually interesting because it's a feature that we're trying to work out a way to get into this. I'm not sure how, but we're kind of kicking it over. My instinct whenever I pick up my phone is, and I have to take pictures or videos, is to hit the little camera icon that's right there on my phone. That works so well, and yeah. But I have to remind myself that anytime I hit, go, that the data's going straight up to Apple. Going up to iCloud. It's going up to, they have it as soon as I hit it. So one of the features that we want to put in, and we're kind of trying to figure out a way to do it. I literally want to replace that camera icon with the camera icon that's inside of the Sigea Cloud app. Because if you're going through Sigea Cloud, you hit that camera, we bypass it. It never touches your phone storage. Therefore, it never gets to Apple. So you take the picture, and as soon as you do, and you go to upload it up to Sigea, it automatically it encrypts and up it goes. But I think that there's a better way, Bell. I think that I should be able to put that icon up on my phone and just let the app take care of it. I want my app to act as if it was phone storage, because that's effectively what it is. So we're just now starting to spitball this, but this is the way that app should be. This is the ultimate end goal of this, is that when you hit the camera icon, you're actually hitting it in Sigea. And when you take your pictures, your videos, all the same features, everything that they'll do on your phone, they'll do through Sigea. But that data goes straight up to Sigea and not to Apple. So you still have it. You can still do everything with it. It's still no different than as if it was sitting on your phone. I guess the difference is that if your phone gets destroyed, your data lives. And if your desktop got hit with a ransomware, your data survives. I think that's the only real difference in that. I'm not sure how we can do it, though. So, Braden, if you get some downtime, why don't you think about that? Why don't you think about and come up with a novel solution for us to get that particular feature of the app off the app and onto the phone as a default icon? Because even I don't want to constantly open up Sigea, click the plus, click use, for using my camera. I think there's a better way, and I just need to pay people money to figure out that better way, because I'm 100% right about this, Mel. I'll ask the audience if you could replace the camera on your phone with the Sigea camera, that there is no difference in your life. Whether you hit the phone camera or you hit the Sigea camera that's sitting right down below it, you will not notice a difference. You will not notice a difference between which one you're using. One gives you absolute privacy, and one gives you absolute exposure. If a feature like that was available, and it will handle the upload, it will take care of it automatically on your behalf, because you are not going to be able to use that unless you have a Sigea account. Is this something that would interest you guys? And the reason I'm asking, Bell, is because we're going to have to put development money into this if it'll happen. And as much as I'd like to do it just for me, Bell, if there was interest, there might be some there. What do you think?
I think the only way to do that is going to be to turn the camera itself into its own app. We need to have that piece of the puzzle figured out first, whether if that's the way we'd have to go or not. And again, so Sigea fan is chiming in saying, I would love to replace the Samsung camera. And Mackenzie on X is saying, well, yes. And Braden actually is chiming in saying, I don't know about Apple, but Android has the APIs to do this.
Okay. All right. No. We're halfway there. That's why our developer watches our stream. I think that there's some there, Bell. I mean, look, it ain't going to be in release, guys. It's not going to be in release. We're not going to wait 3 months to crack this before we put it. That's what updates are for, right? But I think that there's some there. I don't, and yes, I have no idea about Apple, but if Braden, our WizKid dev, says that it's possible, what do you think, Bill? Should we invest the little development funds into this?
I mean, we'll have to run that by the board of directors. I think we've already got a lot on our plate. It depends on how complicated it would be to turn the camera itself into its own standalone app.
Well, you kick that over, Braden, when you get some downtime. We have the I don't even want to talk about Sigea chat right now. I can see you getting irritated because I'm saying stuff that I'm not doing, so I'm not even going to talk about that, Bill, unless you would like to.
Yeah, well, we've actually had some comments about this, so we've kind of got to, but we do have other comments that we haven't gotten to.
Take it.
First one coming in from Akash Alpha. Woohoo! Launching soon. All you need is 1%. I will be referring people.
And that's our idea, man. Look, people don't care about privacy. Even in crypto, they don't care about privacy. You know why Monero and Zcash and all those are going up? They're going up because they're going up. It's not because people suddenly fundamentally change their position on privacy. You guys get this, right? You're a very, very hyper intelligent audience, and you get this, right? You understand what FOMO is. There's FOMO, and then there's fear of missing out, and then there's fear of finding out. So people are going to strike while the iron's hot. They're going to ride a token up. As soon as this starts to correct, they're out. It'll correct all the way back to where it was. And this is crypto. Welcome to it. But there hasn't been a sudden paradigm shift in people's desire for privacy. None of that is the case. I understand the talking heads are all out there flapping their lips, but they will pile onto any narrative that's going up. Anything. It doesn't matter. If it's going up, it's positive. People will tune in. They'd like it because you say positive things. And that's a way to grow a channel. We've just never, ever really done that. So, yeah. Shit, I derailed myself, Bill. I'm sorry. I was this close to a rant, but I realized that I'm on a fast, and I'm a little bit foggy brained right now. I've had no calories, all right, for 30 goddamn hours. I've had nothing but water. And yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, either ask that again if I didn't answer it, Bell, or move on to the next one if I did.
All right, so Mackenzie chiming in on X. I'll never get over the irony of Apple being the layer of trust for people and their data.
Yeah, I mean, how better can you say it? All right, look, these people, they literally exposed themselves, and it was big and bold and publicly. They said, sure, we'll unlock the phone. That's it. That means it is the illusion of security. It is the illusion of privacy. They admitted it publicly, court of law, splashed all over every goddamn newspaper, but it didn't happen inside of the last 5 minutes. Therefore, it never happened at all. Welcome to reality. I'll carry on.
All right, new type. Is Jackal Chain operational or still down?
I think it is still down, at least according to our overflow. At least according to Sigea's overflow, it's still down. Meaning,
from what I've been reading, the patch has been pushed. They are just waiting on all of the validators to sync up. At least that's what I'm reading and understanding.
I don't know. I haven't been checking my staking rewards. Staking rewards for Jackal are by the block. They're not paid out by days. So when the chain slows down like it has been doing and it's not producing many blocks, staking rewards are going to be they're unchanged. We've just managed to change the law of time. That's what it is on there. So based on Sigea Cloud's overflow, we still can't get data up the way that we would like to be able to get data up. So we'll let you know as soon as we know. There you go.
The servers are trying. I can confirm the servers are trying.
Oh, we're redlining those things. The RAM is like we are so peaked out. I cannot. You know how much RAM costs on a cache? Fuck. I cannot keep paying this shit out. But yeah, our RAM it should be somewhere down here, 20, 22, 23%. We're running at like anywhere from 88 to 95. That's how hard we're hitting our RAM on these disks trying to get these files up. So
I had to tell our devs to back the servers down today because I don't want them burning up.
oh
I mean,
God.
80 to 90%, that's not good.
No, it's not sustainable. And if we start burning up Akash servers, something tells me eventually they're going to figure out who we are, and they're going to say, yeah, we don't want their business anymore if we keep crashing these things. Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't want that. No.
Akash Alpha, if you're friendly with Greg, tell him, hook us up. Just hook us up, because come on, man, we're blazing a brand new frontier out here. But yeah, man, we're already paying so much money over that I cannot double the RAM. Fuck, I just can't do it. So Jackal, yeah,
I can't either.
Please get it together, man. We're running out of money. Anyway, one more, Carrie. Pick one you can answer. I'm going to queue up another song.
All right, so back to back. So new type. I am really excited about the Sigea talk. And again,
why is he excited about the Sigea talk?
Oh, hang on. Okay. And G Torres right after that. Sigea talk, maybe a replacement to Signal app or just for calls. G Torres, Sigea talk is meant to be a competitor with Zoom. Actually, Zoom charges people $12.99 a month. If you go for the pro version, you do have a freemium version where you get video calls and voice calls lasting a half hour. Those are free. But if you've got any meetings or do a show like we do and you need to go longer than that 30 minutes, you're going to pay for it. Now, while you're in the call, the app does have a chat feature. That feature is all but disabled when you are not in a call. Sigea Talk is actually better because you don't have to be in a call to type. Yeah, we're pretty happy about that one.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. I'll just kind of leave it there. Wait, I got to add on that for just a little bit, and then I'll play the song, and then we'll go ahead and get back to it. So I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna go wireless tonight, but we were getting our asses kicked today, and I just didn't have time to hook it up and reconfigure the board. So we actually have the concept and the prototype for the chat feature of it, and it's actually kind of interesting. Bell and I have been at odds on this, and that's fine. We don't have to agree on everything. We're always, that's how you find the real truth, is through disagreement and trial and error and all that other good stuff. And our discussion right now, where we're fired, do we want to air this right now, Bell, or should I just play a song? Because you know where I'm going with this, right?
I know exactly where you're going.
And I would love feedback. That's the whole thing. I think we would do better with feedback. Okay. So my thought is that we are simply going to roll it into a feature inside of the Sigea Cloud and upcharge for it. All right, look, we're using server space. It costs money. So simply roll in entirety of Sigea Talk, and if you open your Sigea app and you see there's a coming soon little box down there, that if you click that, you're now in Sigea Talk, just like that. All right, and that's chat, video, conferencing, phone, call people, whatever you want to do. By putting it into the app and upcharging, because I want people in the app. And if you're in the app, then it's really, really easy workflow for us to secure all of your data privately. If we release it as a separate app, and here's the only thing, and I'm sure Bell's right on this one, but this is my thought, is that now we're marketing two different apps, and we are competing against two different big tech entities, as opposed to trying to concentrate it all into a single thing. So I guess the question is, would it be more convenient to all have it inside of a single app, and we're just going to simply charge you a little bit more because privacy, how much is your privacy worth? Or would it be more advantageous to us to push this out so that we can market it in two different directions? That's my thought. I would love your feedback, and this is Bell's retort.
I'm going to give my feedback. My thought there is, because we are competing with a standalone app, Sigea Talk should be released as a standalone app. However, should a Sigea Cloud user choose to use Sigea Talk, they get bundled pricing. So both.
Yep. So that's the debate that we're having. And we would legitimately love you guys' feedback, man. Like Sigea Talk, it's there. All right, we're almost to being able to test this thing, and this is a chat app that nobody in the world can see who you're talking to or what you're talking about. Nobody. We can't even see it. All right. All we're doing is setting the stage. All right. What you do with it is completely up to you. Now, we're going to geo-block it to certain regions. I'm not going to elaborate. Belle, her eyebrow always goes up, man. It's going to be geo-blocked to certain places because it is that effective. And I don't want to help certain people if I don't have to. But which way would it be more advantageous to people? I'm looking to replace icons on my phone. Sigea sits right down here on the bottom of my personal phone. All right, right there, right next to Windows Messenger, which I cannot, Messenger app, which I cannot wait to get rid of. It'll be replaced by Sigea Chat, period. And if you need to text me, this is my Sigea user ID, and you're going to only text me through this. I'm no longer going to use that thing as soon as I don't have to anymore. But it's that's kind of where we're at. And I'm sure if you guys are starting to put two and two together, you can see our ultimate end goal for all of these different little modules that we're building out, releasing as standalone apps before we bundle them into the big one. Anyway, you guys think about it. Talk amongst yourselves. Belle reads the chat. I do not. So talk amongst yourselves. We'd love your feedback on this. We're going to play a song. We'll be right back. We got some more to get to. Still want to get your questions or comments. So if you could, please stand by here on the podcast on the KPOD network, and we will be right back.
I've been waiting, oh so patient, through the rain and hesitation. I've been pacing, dreaming, scheming, while the world kept on redeeming. But now I feel it, hear it humming. My day is coming, oh yes it's coming. My day is coming, the stars align. A little champagne, a lot of shine. The band will play, the crowd will sway. Oh darling, it's my grand ballet. My day is coming, oh can't you see? It's all for the world, but it started with me. They said keep quiet, don't make a scene. Stay in shadows, don't chase your dream. But shadows stretch when the lights grow tall, and I'll take my turn to outshine them all. So strike the match, the fire's begun. My day is coming, I'm the rising sun. Oh, it's been a long time, but the clock has started to chime. My day is coming, the stars align. A little champagne, a lot of shine. The band will play, the crowd will sway. Oh darling, it's my grand ballet. My day is coming, oh can't you see? It's all for the world, but it started with me.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, kids, welcome back to the podcast. I've henceforth dubbed that as the Sigea theme song. All right, because my day was coming, but it's just about here now. So this is my Grand Valley to see if I lost all my money or if people actually like it. I'll tell you what, on release day, I'm gonna rent a tux. Top hat, coat, tails, all that other good stuff. I'll sit here with a cane. Bella put on a ball gown, and that's what we're going to open the show with right there. So that I think, we got to put some pageantry into it. I don't always have to have holes in my jeans. These still work, by the way. All right, look, they still cover my junk and all that. I don't mind the holes in the jeans. I don't have any money. So buying new clothes is kind of a luxury I just simply don't have right now. Anyway, shit, I had one thing I was gonna say. I've had no calories and I'm drinking, so this stuff is hitting me like a freight train. That's a by the way, that's a survivor tip right there for you, young Braden. If you need to get your buzz on and you don't have any money, just don't eat. All right, don't eat for what, Belle? She's gonna be wagging her finger here. Just don't eat for 30, 40 hours, and you don't need that much booze, man. You're there. It's perfect.
Braden, okay, so Braden is tiny enough that a stiff breeze would blow him away.
Oh,
and
I know that.
You're telling him not to eat if he goes broke and drink instead.
That kid doesn't go 100 pounds soaking wet. There's nothing to it. Anyway, Belle, please, questions, comments, answer up the poll I put out.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Anyway, so new type. Yeah. Well, what brought Jackal from 2 cents to almost $1? I can actually answer that one.
Sure.
Scott and I pushing crap tons of data up to the network. I mean, we were hammering Jackal Vault when it first came out, and it was working beautifully.
Oh, I was paying a bunch of money over to them. Yeah, that and their pairings and speculation. You guys understand? You guys, I'm sure you're aware of that. New type, you're not a babe in the woods in crypto, bro. You know what happened there. So it was the aftershock of a bubble is what kind of pushed it up. What's going to push it up now? Organic use. That's it. Degens are still going to degen, though, man. That's kind of the funny thing. And obviously, we've been out here for years talking about this, man. Degens are going to degen, and the exciting product is whatever's going up. That's it. And I'm starting to see a lot more of that on crypto Twitter now, and it's kind of funny because we were saying it 3 years ago, and I've literally seen my own posts, my own statements go splashing up on Twitter, and they never give accreditation to it. I said it, all right, but doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what did it before, but it's a brand new day out here in the alt world, and we've said for years and years the only thing that are really going to survive are products, things that have the potential to generate organic revenue. Sigea Cloud will be the largest customer of Jackal. I mean, look, man, I love Respawn. I love what they're doing. I think it's great. They're dialing in on Web2 clients, but based on everything, what we get through their service level agreements, we're kind of offering a similar service, but we're doing it via mobile. As well as desktop and all that other good stuff. We'll never be as efficient as Jackal is at it because they can literally get your data from where it is and put it onto Jackal, and we cannot do that. We can only deal with the data that you volunteer to send to us. So if it's something important, yeah, put it on Sigea. It'll be protected. You're good to go. But the rest of it, as far as grabbing the other data, we can't do it on your behalf. Respawn can. And I've always considered that one of their major selling points is the fact that Respawn can do it. You just give them, carte blanche and they'll take care of it. We can never do that. We can never have access to that kind of data or that kind of, we can never have that kind of access to your data. So we can only take what you voluntarily give us. We can't go out and grab it for you. So different products. I'll just kind of leave it there. Different products, same result. Hope that answered the question, Belle. Carry on.
All right, so new type. So I'll never get to see Bella's girls? Damn it. Never say never. I mean, I might get too wound up on karaoke night, yeah, during the summer, for example, and I could have a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, she's been topless. Don't kid yourself. She's a Ren Fair girl. Every single Ren Fair girl that's out there, everybody's seen their rack. So no, I mean, never say never. I'm sure she's got photos. If you want, if you ever your Sigea user ID, maybe she will share them with you. Maybe she will not. But I know she's Bella the Prod over there, or just Bella in Sigea user ID. You can find her. Anyway, go ahead, carry on, Bell.
All right, so new type. Why not just put your Sigea app up where your camera app is? That way you can rely on muscle memory to open Sigea when you're going to open the camera.
Yeah, and I understand that, bro. But I'm trying to look at this as a neophyte because I was instructed very specifically to start looking at this as a neophyte. If there is steps that must be taken, then the majority of people are simply not going to barrier to entry, period. I try to do it. Open my app, hit it, camera off and going. But even sometimes I get in a hurry and I just simply hit the camera icon. I don't want that. All right. Look, if there is a solution that's available, we will come up with that solution. I got my crack dev that's looking at that on Android already. It's going to get that sorted for me. This is what I want. This is what I want. So if considering it's going to be my money, not yours, going into it, then I'm going to get what I want. I'll just kind of leave it there. Anyway, carry on, Bell.
All right, Nago, what flavor does your vape have?
I am on French vanilla cheesecake because I'm not eating food right now. So anything that has food in the title, big fan, huge fan. And mine is French vanilla cheesecake. I have no idea what Bell's smoking.
Mine's actually mine's mean mocha right now.
All right, well there you go. Hope that answered the question. Bell, carry on.
Divergent Dan, a Sigea widget would be nice, but I don't see it happening on iOS without a fight.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough one, man. But, you know, you kind of got to ask yourself eventually, is this the hill we die on? There's a reason that it won't be in at release because that we can't afford it. But you know what? You give us 700,000 consumers. You let us, me and Bell, do our work. You let Jason do his work. You let us get out there, get people, present a good app that people want to use, people want to share, and all of a sudden, we're showing, you know, 500,000 daily active users. After that, it's possible. So we have to grow to become relevant so that we can actually implement the changes that we want to implement. Will it be a fight? You bet your ass. But the interesting part about this is that 70% of the world, of all the mobile devices in the world, are Android. In one way or another, are Android, and they're not iPhone. So personally, I think our very big quantum leaps in privacy are going to happen on Android and not on iOS. Obviously, we're going to try to get it onto iOS because the bulk of Americans use iOS. The bulk of the world uses Android. So we're just expanding our reach and reached. Bell, you see what I did? You see you like how I fit that one in there? Yeah, we're just expanding our reach. We'll get it. We'll get it, but we have to become relevant before we can be taken seriously. So, I mean, there's steps to all of this. Carry on, Bill.
All right, G Torres 1719. At the moment, I think separate app. These are the answers coming in regarding your debate and my debate.
Yeah, and again, this is going to be one of those. Is this the hill that Scott wants to die on? That's going to be one of those where I pull an Elon Musk type of thing and I go to the board of directors and say that this is the way that I want it, or buy me out and I'm out of here. So I'm not saying this is it. I'm just saying that, do I feel that strongly about it? Right now, I'm literally on the fence. I'm just trying to put in ease of use for everybody and to try to be very, very smart with our marketing budget. As soon as we have to start marketing something else, then it doubles our marketing budget, and we really don't have the consumers to support that yet. That's really all it is. And Sigea Talk's already happening. I mean, this is not like, yeah, wait a year and you're going to see it. It ain't going to be that long. We've already pushing development money into it. So with that, I'm simply looking at ROI and how can we keep ourselves, in the green on this without having to do dual kind of marketing. There are a lot of chat applications. There are tons of them. For file storage, and particularly in mobile, what we're doing, there's really only one big player that we're competing against is Dropbox. Dropbox doesn't give a shit. So everybody else, there's a lot of chat apps out there, and these guys are hungry the same way we're going to be. So I'm just trying to figure out how best to utilize our resources. That's what I've come out with so far. Obviously, I'm going to defer to the vote of the board of directors. And unless I come up with a whole lot of money, I only have one board seat. So is what it is. Carry on, Bill.
Miro, 2 separate apps.
And I think you're all wrong, man. I just think that you guys are wrong. I want to keep you in Sigea. I want to keep you inside of our app. I want to solve all of your solutions with the single push of a single button. I don't want to have you scrolling through your phone searching for our next app and our next app and our next app. I want them all in one place just because that's what I would prefer. And I think you're wrong. I appreciate the feedback. And again, I'm going to lose this fight. I'm going to lose this fight on the board. But if nothing else, I want to be well on record that if it doesn't work out with 2 or 3 different apps, Bell, I can come up here and say, I told you so, and throw my hat on the desk. That's it.
And I brought up months ago, actually closer to a year ago, that we can't give everything away for free, that each and everything we are building has a separately monetizable value, and we should consider packaging.
Yes, and I fully agree with packaging with upcharging. This app is going to require separate servers. That's hardware, that's devs, that's everything. It's going to require a separate production path. So we're going to have to upcharge for it. Now, the bear of this is that and I know, Bell, because you use Line and I use Line, that there are plenty of chat apps that are free with ads. Tons and tons and tons of them. We cannot simply slam people with ads to pay for all of this stuff. And we can't even get the ads till we get the daily active users. It's tough. So we're almost in this Kobayashi Maru type of scenario here, trying to work this out. We'll figure it out. You know what? If it's good tech and it works and it does what we say it's going to do, and with the rise of socialism in the United States, it's not far from socialism to surveillance state, guys. Just so you know. I don't know what's the date today, November 7th. You heard it here first. If you have no kind of consciousness of what actually happened throughout history, the more that it goes that direction, the more value our app actually has, because it's nothing to go to a surveillance state from where we are right now. We're practically a big tech surveillance state. Then we'll be a government surveillance state, and then we're going to be a by requirement surveillance state. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, carry on, Bo.
All right, so G Torres 1717. Bella has a fire plan. I like it.
Okay. No, hey, round of applause. I can already feel that I've lost this fight before we even really had this fight. But we like to build in transparency. We don't talk about board discussions because, come on, let's not get nuts here, man. I know New Type always, he's one of those big, show me. Dude, I'm not showing you the minutes from the Sigea Cloud board meeting. If you want to join the board, we're doing a Series A right now, man. So you're more than welcome to jump on in there and have your say. Carry on, Bill.
All right, Sigea fan, I think 2 separate apps also. Having a streamlined app normally runs better and faster. Do everything apps always seem to be too slow to load and respond.
Yeah, and I get that. I get that. And Nuclear Chicken, I have nothing but love for you, bro. You've supported us forever. You're wrong. You're wrong on this. But I certainly appreciate and value your feedback. I'm losing this fight in the court of public opinion, Bell. I think I've already gotten wiped out here. I just, there's something about clicking the app and then clicking that little button down there that pulls up all of my chat, that'll have all of your notifications on there, and that it exists completely within our ecosystem, which we can guarantee the sovereignty and privacy of. It'll be interesting. Carry on, Bell.
All right, Miro, you can release them as standalone and down the road bundle them.
What do you think about that, Bell?
That's been my whole point this entire time.
Yeah, but
The entire time.
but once we, you know what? Everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong. I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. I have no idea. Come on, I've had no calories and I've been drinking, Bell. You don't got to get pissy at me right now. Come on, we're a united front, if nothing else. So, what'll happen? Probably whatever Bell is saying is probably what's going to happen. That seems to be the will of the majority, the will of the community, the will of the board, and all that other good stuff. But I'm just naturally contrarian. I don't know if you guys have noticed that about me, is that I'm just a naturally contrarian person, and I like to be on my own little island up there. But I think I might die alone on that little island. But you know what? You guys will find out as soon as we do. Bell, carry on.
All right, Sigea fan, I may also not want my chats to be ID'd by my username in several cases. So if files in chat have to be the same, I would want a second account with a different username for privacy.
See, now that's whose comment was that?
Sigea fan.
Okay. All right, I can see that. I can see that one. I'll give you credit on that, but I have no counter to that right now. I have nothing. I got nothing. That's a very, very good point. But if we were to implement that, then how would we bundle the accounts? How would we bundle it together at that point? That'd be a little bit different. You know what? It's a bridge.
I think what Sigea fan is saying is, okay, he might have one account that is using both the cloud and the chat.
Yep.
But he may want the separate app available so he can have a separate account.
What do you got going on, Nuclear Chicken? I mean, what kind of secrets are you hiding, you little fuck? What do you got going on over there, man, that you need that level of secrecy? You're it's a very good point. I'm going to leave it there. Hey, I'm willing to admit it, man. Look, that's an excellent point. I will reconsider some of the things, or at least try to find a better answer for that particular thing. Carry on, Bell.
G Torres 1719. I can't wait to upload a 20 gigabyte file on 4G LTE using 256-bit while on a video conference call, and my app's updating it in the background at the same time. Let's bake.
Oh man, bake is a very very apt term right there, because that phone is gonna get warm, baby, warm. We're already chunking out big files. We're already had to do that, man, even to get to here. Large files are a problem. They're a problem for everybody. Dropbox simply said you can't, and most other people simply came out and said that you cannot. So we do have a path for this. We do have a path, and our theoretical limit is 32 gigabytes. But to encrypt a file that large with AES 256, man, that phone, bake it. Like I said, bake is a good term, man, because that phone is gonna get warm. I would have it plugged in before you try something like that. The biggest that I've personally done is about 2.5 gigs. I just don't carry videos that big. You know, aside from any pervert stuff I might have on there, you just don't really carry a lot of videos that large. An average what's an average movie size, Bell? About a gig, yeah, for a 4K movie, something like that. I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean they range anywhere from a gig all the way up to 5.
Yeah,
I mean it depends.
Yeah, so we're trying to hit what most people would consider normal. There's always going to be outliers, such as G-Taurus 1717, who wants to upload a 20 gig file. What do you have on your thing, dude, that is 20 gigabytes? Now you got me curious, because damn, that's a big video if it is a video. Yeah, it's going to get warm. We'll do it. We got no problem with it, man. I'm just saying your phone's going to get a little warm. We cannot change the laws of physics here. Not yet. We're working on that. So carry on, Bell.
All right, new type. Did you guys watch the video about the Bolt bus?
No. Did you, Bell?
No, I've been so buried over the past 24 hours. I haven't been able to watch anything.
Yeah, bro, I'm not ignoring it. I've been on the phone all goddamn day, man, trying to dot the I's, cross the T's, and all this shit, man. You guys have no fucking idea how difficult it is to get an app to the store. Fuck.
My son actually tried to get me to watch a clip from South Park last night, and I couldn't watch that.
I will always watch South Park clips. What are you doing, Bill? That's the fourth time you did. Is your
My
camera about to reset?
my camera is needing to be reset,
Okay,
and I
go ahead.
didn't know.
Go ahead and reset your camera. I'll keep. Now's a good time, Belle. You can see. She's taking off her headphones. I'm gonna go ahead and do description here. Her hair is slicked back nicely. She's about to stand up, and there she goes, standing up. New type. You'll be disappointed because the girls are not very, very visible tonight. And the screen is about to go black here, and it's going to restore afterwards. She zoomed it in, Belle. I don't know what button you hit, but it was the wrong one. She can't hear me. She took her headphones off. Okay. Oh, wow. That changed. Wow. I don't know what she's doing right now. She's deleting memory cards. She's formatting her memory card. She just did it. Wow. This is kind of crazy. It would be more. Okay. There it went black. Now it's reset. And there we go. Now we got the Bell screen back. Welcome to it. We should have. This is recorded, by the way. It's just you guys can't see that frame. Okay, Bell.
I could hear you the entire time.
Are you all worked out? Is it everything good now? So I'm gonna hit the applause button, and then she's still reaching for shit.
Everything's worked out now.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Bell, please carry on before I start talking about Adam in a tone. I can do that too.
Oh, this one's likely to get you going. VS in all caps. And I don't know why, considering we are talking about Sigea tonight, but
Okay.
I don't know why this was brought up. AMP could do what Zcash is doing right now. Talk about it.
AMP absolutely could, man. Look, you guys, I'm sadly the voice of AMP now. And I would talk about something more about AMP if they were actually doing something with AMP. VS, understand what happened here, bro. I mean, we can go big screen here for a second, Bell. What you did is you gave them money, your fiat currency, your money, your dollars. You gave them dollars, and they gave you a digital representation of something that they consider money. And you did it in hopes that they would invent this incredible pay rail that could be utilized at Nordstrom Rack, as I know Nordstrom's on there, or Starbucks or anything like that. And people could use crypto to pay for transactions. The idea was fantastic. I was a big fan when it came up. But after years and years and years of them pivoting and doing nothing and deep down realizing what Web3 is, to me, in my opinion, it will not happen. It simply will not. People are not reaching out and getting aggressive to spend crypto. You're talking about a niche of a niche of a niche. You can't even get people on your own goddamn Reddit to actually spend crypto. So why would you expect the rest of the world, with all of the barriers to entry to crypto, to suddenly come up and adopt something? I have Flexa on my phone. Bell has watched me walk into Dunkin' Donuts and buy orange juice and paid with Bitcoin. Bell, do you remember that?
I do. I mean, you were completely showing off. Hey, watch what I can do.
Hold my beer and watch
yeah.
this. You bet. And it was in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I paid for orange juice with Bitcoin. Unfortunately, Bitcoin was about $16,000 at the time. So that was a very expensive orange juice that I bought. Doesn't matter. I agree with you, bro. But what is the team doing aside from going to conferences? They're doing nothing. Nothing. We tried to integrate the pay rail into Sigea Cloud so that anybody who would want to use a Flexa pay rail to pay crypto, to pay for decentralized storage, could do it. And we couldn't even get a response to our fucking emails, dude. Literally in there, hey, email here because there's a code we have to give you. We've emailed and emailed and emailed and never got a fucking response. At what point do I have to say they're full of shit? We have the potential to reach millions and millions and millions of customers via mobile phone, to click the Flexa, to pay with crypto or USDC or whatever you want. But we couldn't even get a fucking answer from them, bro. What do you want from me on this? I have tried every way possible to integrate this, but we cannot even get a fucking response, man.
No less than 6 emails. I got CC'd on all of those as co-founder of the app. 6 emails, no response.
I'm just saying, how busy could they possibly be that they couldn't get a consumer that wants to integrate their SDK into our mobile app so that people can use crypto to pay for decentralized storage, and we can't even get a response. Not even a go fuck yourself. We didn't get anything, man. Who's monitoring that box? What are you paying for? Because every time you buy that token, you're giving them money. They're giving you nothing, and you can't even get them someone to monitor the goddamn inbox. How busy are you? Appreciate the question, bro. Bell, please carry on.
New type, separate apps. I believe Scott answered his debate when he said before that even he didn't like going through Sigea to open his camera because he was in a hurry.
Yeah, but that's a problem I can solve. My own dev just said, yeah, man, there's APIs available. We can make this happen. Therefore, we can make it happen. Therefore, I'm still right, new type. All right, just because we haven't done it yet doesn't mean we can't do it. That's it. That's going to be my crypto answer on all this. Bell, you can get this shit-eating grin off your face, all right? I'm right. I'm right. You're all wrong. And 6 months from now, when everything is there and it all works and it's a wonderful app and this is the only go-to app that you have on your phone, I'm going to sit up here and say, you're welcome. I'm not going to take a bow. I'm just going to say you're welcome. Go ahead, Bell.
Mackenzie, I like one app with Sigea if it's realistic. I think this is the way.
What do you think, Bell? That's for you to answer.
Well, I mean, you had one person, thinking the way you are.
Is that what you're saying? One out of a dozen others? Yeah.
But he also responded after a Sigea fan chimed in with his point. Okay, fair point with 2 apps.
Yeah, and I agreed with that fair point. Let me rephrase the question. How important is your privacy to you? That's really the big question. Is this something that the chat app, is this something that you guys would use? That you can make phone calls, that you can make video conference calls, that you can text, and nobody on the planet can see them except for the person that you're sending them to. Are we wasting our time here? Now, I don't believe so, because this is a stepping stone for us. Ultimately, we're medically focused. Just so you know, we've never hidden that. We are going into the medical community and we're going to invade. But is this a consumer app that you guys would actually use before we continue to spend, hundreds of thousands of dollars on development? Is this something you could use? So let me rephrase the question. Would you download 2 apps from us as opposed to just 1? I'm going to make it nice and easy, just like that. 2 as opposed to 1. Would you guys be cool with that? Because if you are, then I will jump off my soapbox. It really doesn't matter. The fact is we're getting downloads and getting users, and that's what's most important to me. Hope that answered the question. I'll wait for the comments. Bell, carry on.
All right, Sigea fan with the last comment for right now. All right, rant is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and I don't know, Bell, you didn't even rate me. You weren't even smiling. I know it's been a rough week. I've been here the whole time, too. Was it a good rant?
It was a good rant.
Was it a 10?
I mean, it's way up there.
Not a 10. I'm so you never, ever. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, anyway, I don't think we're going to get any more comments, questions, concerns, or observations, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in for us tonight. Yeah, this is, it's a big day for us, man. This was a tough day. But we got to the top. I got to piss on the top of Mount Everest, which means that I own it now. All right, that's mine. As soon as the highest peak on Earth, as soon as you urinate on it, it belongs to you. And we did that. Privacy just took a massive quantum leap forward that your average Web2 consumer would never ever see or integrate with the exception of us. It's our real battle just started, but Bell and I have already been out. We've been on the road. We've talked to people. We've already shook a lot of hands, made a lot of partnerships. So we're ready to roll. But it's really just a start for us. The thing that's going to put us over the top, believe it or not, is you guys. Grassroots, baby. That's it. People don't look at ads. They're tired of ads. They don't care about ads. And I don't care how much Facebook advertising or Google advertising we do. We're never going to get as much heat on this as if we were to go out and spread it word of mouth. That's it. And to be honest with you guys, our customer cost of acquisition is incredibly important to us. I know that's not something that you really hear in crypto, customer cost of acquisition, but when you are releasing something and building something that doesn't have a token, customer cost of acquisition is incredibly important. And that's the way that we see it going forward. So all of our advocates, everybody that's on the stream tuning in, that's been testing for us, we're going to do whatever we have to do to take care of you guys, because you are the ones who are going to help us get this app from here to everywhere. That's it. Bell and I can only do so much. You guys can do a hell of a lot more than we can. So we're kind of hoping. Plus, we're enterprise focused. I don't know when that happened, that suddenly we're worried about enterprise as opposed to consumers. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. I know it was a weird stream and we didn't talk a lot about crypto. We'll be back. Are we in town next week, Bell, or do I need to pack? I don't even know.
We are in town until Wednesday.
All right, we're in town until Wednesday. So come Wednesday, that's going to change it up a little bit. But that means we will be live Monday, Tuesday. It will be post D-Day. So at least we can do it and comment and show it and all that other good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, Bell's going to go ahead and talk us up, take us out of here. Had a wonderful time, guys. We'll see you Monday. Bell, do your thing.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on Monday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott@thepodcast.com or Bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.